Greetings, Movieland. I'm the hostess with the mostest, Cinema Callie, and welcome to episode 2 of Music Month. The very, very, very late episode of Music Month. Yes, I know I originally said I was going to release these weekly. A lot of things happened around the old homestead, and so I just had to delay them. So yes, but I will still finish this project. I have been really enjoying it, and I am very excited to share with all of you the great films and great music that I have been listening to. So, without further ado, let's get into today's feature, One Love, the Bob Marley story. I am a huge fan of his. I have been listening to his music for, gosh, as long as I can remember. I can never get sick of it, and if you're ever feeling down or just need to escape for a little bit and kind of start getting some happiness into your life, this is where to go. I highly recommend this album in particular. It's got all the best of the best. I mean, this has to be probably one of the best compilations of all time. So yes, highly recommend this. Now, for the movies, during Valentine's Day this year, they released the Bob Marley movie, and I was actually getting pretty excited for this. One of the main reasons being that I did not realize that this is the first time we've ever gotten a Bob Marley movie, and that honestly kind of blew my mind a little bit. It was pretty shocking, to be honest. And so I was like, because there's a lot you could do with a Bob Marley movie. And I mean, between the politics in Jamaica and the legacy of his music, also his life off stage, his spirituality, his really big family, there's a lot you could cover with this story. And for the film, weirdly enough, and I guess at the end of the day, it made sense. But the movie follows the story of the lead up to the One Love concert in 1978, if I'm getting my year correct. And so this concert was a free concert that Bob Marley was going to hold for Jamaica to bring peace to the country, because at the time it was split and it was getting so violent from the two political parties that it was getting on the brink of a very bloody civil war. And so this concert was a way to try to bring both sides together peacefully, and so they could figure out their political differences peacefully. So the movie follows that. Of course, I would love a more traditional, like, here's his story. And with biopics, it is always tricky on what exactly you cover, unless you're doing a mini-series or a docu-series. Movies, there's just no way that you could cover someone's entire life in 2 hours. So I think this movie kind of smartly had a focus, and one of the things that I noticed as it was going on was kind of how Hollywood it felt. It doesn't really have a punch to it too much. It gives you a very surface level understanding of what was happening in Jamaica. Gives you cliff notes on things like, oh, here's what this happened. Here's this date. Here's this happened. And so it just kind of jumps from place to place in the plot line, and there isn't really a whole lot of excitement to it as well. For one, I do want to praise it in the look of the film. I want to praise that real quick. The film looked absolutely gorgeous. I really, really liked the lighting in this, and the way that the camera would move, and just the cinematography, I felt looked really good in this. I was honestly pretty impressed by it. The best part of the film is going to be Kingsley Ben-Adir as Bob Marley. He delivers an incredible performance as Bob. I mean, he just absolutely just disappears into the role. The other actor in the film that I really want to call out would be Lashana Lynch as Rita Marley, Bob's wife. She delivered an excellent performance as well. And there's a part in the movie where you can see that it's the big moment of the movie, you know, the big drama between the two of them. It's the fight in the alley. You know, this is the big, we're having our big movie moment. And I do have to say, as cliched as a scene like that was, it was still acted incredibly. And I would say that Lashana Lynch was probably the better part in that, because especially when she got really dramatic. And I don't know, just the way her eyes were and her deliveries of the lines, I just really, really liked her performance. So yes, 2 great performances from our leads and really well shot. But other than that, it is a very just kind of by the numbers plot. It leads up to the One Love concert, and we get one sort of half song in the concert, and then it just ends right there. So there was all this build up, and so I felt the ending was very anticlimactic as well. And how, I don't know, it just felt so anticlimactic, and it just ends, and then from then on we get text of saying what was going on in Bob's life at the time, and you just kind of get the rest of the cliff notes of him, and you do get a nice montage of video and pictures from Bob's life, and then you also get to see a really kind of sweet moment in history and just in humanity, where you do get to see the leaders from both sides shaking hands, and Bob Marley is in between them, and you can tell that like this was an actual peaceful moment achieved in human history. And for that is what Bob's legacy was, is just peace and love and just being nice humans. And so yeah, and with that, I wish you all adieu, and I will see you in the next volume of Music Month, where we will tackle Walk the Line with Joaquin Phoenix and Johnny Cash. So I'll see you guys in the next one.